Alright, hello everybody. Nice to see you guys. I'm gonna start out with an SPG here, just to kind of get things rolling smoothly, hopefully. My heart beats a little up here because I'm like kind of setting things up at the last second. But anyway, yeah, let's get started with the M53, M55. Hopefully everyone's having a very nice day. Making sure... There we go. Just moving that a little bit. Yes, feel free to pop some tank requests in. I'll be, doing the usual mostly tank requests, but I'm gonna throw in a bit more of the IS-3 tonight. Maybe I'll try to end my, I guess, 3 marking attempt at that tonight. We'll see. I'm doing all right though. I finally got that. If you haven't seen it on YouTube, I have that video talking about like how I'd fix World of Tanks in 2019, like the changes I'd like to see, and how that's currently up on there. Otherwise, yeah, just the usual. Hopefully everybody else is doing pretty good today. Okay, we're actually not seeing a lot of people head south. But yeah, I'm doing a little bit of SPGs here or there, mainly to get some missions done, so guys will have to live with it occasionally. Alright, there's that light spot up there. I might try to ruin this M46's day here. He's top tier, why not? I know I sound like a scumbag right now. At least I didn't really do anything to him. But if anyone has any like questions about that video, if you've seen it, or want me to kind of comment on something specifically, I don't mind talking about it tonight. Just didn't really want to do it at the end of last night since it was getting pretty late, and yeah, I wanted to kind of devolve into a very long discussion at the end of the stream. Actually, I'm really changing my mind here because nobody went up with this M46 to help him. I don't have a shot up here either. I'm kind of kicking myself because I moved too far over now. Yeah. You can just type !YouTube if you just want a link to my YouTube channel at any point. Yeah, I'm actually really screwing up Arty, to be honest. I know people don't think that you can do it, but you can definitely screw up playing an SPG. Like, where do I go? I should have just stayed aiming here, to be honest, because this guy's gonna die, and yep, look who's up next. Little old me. But yeah, just really screwing up my position because if you look at the south here, I started going north because we didn't push any in the south. I don't want to be sitting over here if they like start pushing this way, so screw it. I guess I'll just sit here where I was before. Should have just stayed there, but it wasn't looking like I was gonna have a lot of space to work off of, which Randall pointed out, which I did comment back to you, Randall. I just direct hit that guy. More or less, I didn't say 100% of what I wanted to say when I was explaining crew system. Basically switching over to like World of Warships, to where it came out a little, it definitely sounded odd, to where I kind of fixed it in the comments a little bit, but if you know how World of Warships works, you'll kind of get what I was saying. I just made it to seem like in World of Warships you just need like one captain. You can play every single ship. You can in a way, but however, the crew skills don't work if you don't have that captain trained for like a specific tech tree ship. Premiums work the same though. You can pop a captain into any premium. Anyway though, yes, yeah, the eye tracker settings, like the default ones, I wish like I could make a different default, where I'm sure that they're going to add it in at some point, like with the extension kind of growing, but that's like the one thing I really want them to like allow me to pick the default, like instead of just like they kind of have a setting, it shows my settings, but they don't allow me to like set that as new people being able to see that. Killed him. Didn't even need to look. It's like a 360, I was saying no scope kill in Call of Duty there. I think that's why people hate Arty. More or less, like, my changes for Arty, so just kind of like glancing over them, like watch the video and you can actually like kind of skip through it, where if you look at the top left of the screen while skipping through it, you can kind of see like what subject I'm commenting on. So changes to Arty, a lot of people have a good idea. Basically cap them at 2 instead of capping them at 3. Other changes than that, so entering siege mode, so you'll press X like you will on, say, Swedish tank destroyers at the higher tiers. And more or less, pressing X, it would, on the M53 here, slow the turret traverse, which they don't actually model it as turret traverse, it's just a gun traverse stat on the M53. So it would slow that, so I wouldn't be able to track these guys as well. I would basically be able to keep up with the Yag Tiger 257 while they're moving slow. However, you know, say if I'm trying to do this, my aiming circle won't follow me as fast as this. It'll follow me like this, basically this fast, so you can't track lights and mediums and stuff. Even, say, SPGs without a turret, it would basically affect that gun traverse setting. They kind of compensate for that small little, say, nerf on SPGs, where it's harder for them to hit like mediums, lights, and stuff moving. They'll get a little bit more accuracy, and also a little bit more aiming time while in that siege mode, where they aren't able to, say, track targets as well, but they are a little bit more pinpoint accurate because they're, like, say, dug in. I know it's a siege mode where it's not like they're dropping, like, say, that little thing on the back of the tank. Otherwise, you know, it does kind of hamper your mobility kind of moving around, so it makes it a little bit easier for an SPG to, say, get counter batteried at the same time. However, more that felt dirty there. I just killed that poor little dude. More or less, it would take a second to enter it and a second to get out of said siege mode for Arty. I feel like just making it like one default time across all SPGs would be nice. You know, make it a second, maybe 2 seconds. So at longer ranges, you still, if you fire, get out of siege mode as fast as possible and move after each shot. If you're worried about getting countered, you'll still miss getting countered as long as you're on top of things. Just direct hit that guy too. I'm such a scumbag. But more or less, it does increase your possibility of getting countered. So buffing HP a little bit, which it actually came up in like a discussion outside of the stream here, like buffing it by, say, like 10-15%, the kind of offset getting countered or splashed a little bit more, it would help. And most people would kind of complain that you're buffing Arty. At the same time, though, like being a light tank player or medium tank player, you have a little bit more HP to pad your WN8, so it would make those people happy. But that's the gist of it, to where when you're outside of the siege mode in this change, you get basically a small accuracy, aiming time, and on-the-move accuracy as well, penalty compared to what your stats are currently. So it nerfs, you know, your capability of being able to, say, defend yourself against a light, or just taking like snapshots, to where if you don't want to dig in, you can still shoot outside of, say, this. I just killed another person I couldn't see outside of the siege mode, but you're taking a hit to your accuracy. I can't even. This is just where matches like this, I don't know. I'm like the luckiest person right now. Oh no, I want the last kill. I'm not gonna get him. Oh well. We had a pretty good fight. 5 kills. But yes, another one scores there. I am definitely, I forget who exactly liked the Bears here. I am definitely not that Bears kicker. I was shooting it right down the center there. Well, like, as far as what you said, Epion, I don't disagree with you, but more or less, like, the vast majority of people, like, I know the vocal minority of people who really hate Arty. Hey, I guess complete it too. 2 missions here. there is, I would say most people are annoyed at Arty and want it changed more than people who don't. So they do need to do something with it. Like, I do think capping it at 2 is, ooh, lots of boxes. We got so many things completed here. I'm glad I picked this tank. Yay. I feel bad for all those other little tanks though that I completely murdered there. I can't stop laughing for some reason. I'm sure someone's gonna come across me and be like, this dude plays Arty, like, in different channel. It's just move off of this guy. Anyway, that was a pretty good fight there. I'm glad I got some missions done.